Alright everybody, before the video starts, make sure you go to the bottom right hand corner of the item shop and type in stealth. Ooh. If you guys do that, show proof, you get a shout out, but enjoy the video. Peace. For the designers out here, so this is Blender. To download Blender, open this link right up here. I'll put that in the description, okay? You go to download Blender 2.8 beta. You click, depending on your computer, you click whatever one. You click it, and right down here, it should download. Once you see that, you gotta let it download. Give that a couple minutes. Alright, so once that is done, you open it up, right? You click this, and you scroll down, look at Blender. It doesn't show, but you have to extract all the files. Click extract. It's gonna extract them all. Alright boys, so once that download is done, another file should open. You should click on it. Once you click on it, you scroll down here, and Blender should be here. Since I already have Blender opened up, I'm gonna open it. And here we are. This is the screen you load up with at first. A cube, a camera, and the light is right here. So the way you move is, look where my pointer finger is going right here. Goes to this little globe looking thing. This is how you move, like around the model. To zoom in, you just use the scroll wheel. And to move left and right, you see where my hand, you see where this my cursor is? Go to this little hand and you can move left and right to like get precisely where you want to be without just this. Okay, so now we're done with that. We open, go to file, open, and I have a lot of models already. The best way to get all these models is go to Discord. I'll put the link in the description. Lurk's Discord server, model downloads, and there is a ton if you don't want to import them yourself. If you want to import them yourself, I will do a video on that in the future. If you guys want me to, make sure you comment in the description, or in the comment section, and I will show you how to do that next. So go back to Blender, and we're just gonna do some easy skin. I'm gonna do the Poise Playmaker, so I can show you guys how to change colors on this skin as well. So right here we got our Poise Playmaker model. This is a really clean skin. Okay, so right here is your arms or your bones. It's your armature. And right here we have names. I don't like names, so the thing I do is I click on them. I go to, where is it? It's this little person. And then you go to a viewport display. I change it to stick, and then I take the names off. And this is how I like it. Okay. This is how I like it. And you just zoom in. You click on whatever, you click on the bones. You go right up here to object mode, top left, and then you change it to pose mode. Once you change it to pose mode, you click on whatever bone you want to move. These are the upper arms, and then see my cursor to the left, you click the rotate button. This is how you rotate the bones and everything, and you can just rotate them to do whatever. Like you can make her look like a zombie. I don't care. That is your choice. But I'm gonna do a quick little pose. I'm gonna add a gun as well. But first, I'm gonna take off the bones, and then we're gonna go to shading at the top, so I can show you how to change the colors. Then you click on the skin, and then the colors should be right up here. The colors I like to use is the Argentina ones, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So you click the color. The color's about right here, and the way you get black is, you see this little drop down menu right here? It says mix. You want to change it to mix before you can make any color black. Then you just scroll down here and it's black. Because watch this. If you change it to just color, it will be, if it loads, it should be yellow. Why is it gray? I have no idea. Oh, it's because it's on white, but usually it'll be yellow. It's not, it's never gray for me, but I guess it is today. But yeah, you change it back to black, then you go back to layout at the top, and then you're back here. So once you're here, I'm just gonna do a simple gun design. To add another model, you do not go back to open. You click file, and then you go to append. Right down here. It looks like a paper clip. And then I gotta figure out what I want to add. I'm gonna add. I'm just gonna do something simple. I'm gonna have her holding like probably just a gun. If I can find a good gun I want to use. Just gonna do the sniper. Then once you click it, you go to object, you hold shift, and then click both of these little things, whatever the hell you want to call them, and then go append from library. And then right here, it is very big. So the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my model bigger. So you just click on our bones. Then you see in the right the little drop down. You click object. It's the square inside like a bigger square. Then you change the scale to 1 on all of these. Right now it looks really goofy, but it just changed it itself, and I didn't even do that, but okay. I'm gonna take the bones off again. I'm gonna do a quick little pose. And once I'm done with the pose, I will be right back. Okay, so for the sake of the video, I really did not want to have to deal with the sniper, because that heavy sniper, it's kind of annoying. It really is. Okay, so another thing I'm going to show you is, see how the eye moves without the eyelids? So in some models, that is not the case. Where do I gotta go again? Oh wait, yeah, you go up to here again, top left, where it says pose mode. You switch it to edit mode. You click the eyelid. In some cases, pretty sure it's right here. You click the bone and you go to relations. In some cases, it's connected to the eye. It's connected to the eye. So, here, I'll show you what that looks like. What is it? Eye. Yeah, that's the right eye. I'll show you what it looks like when it is connected to the eye. So when it's connected to the eye, you see how the eyelid moves with it? Yeah, you really don't want that because it makes it look worse. So the thing you do, you go back to pose, edit, click the eyelid, that's the eyebrow, and then you change it to head. You always want your eyelids to be connected to head so that you can move your eye freely. Right here, I'm just going to do like a simple like face pose. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so simple face pose right here. You can also like, this is the hair, you can move the hair however you want. I'm just going to control Z that so it doesn't get in the way. But right now, we're just going to add a light. We're going to add lights and cameras. So you go up here to the top left. See where it says object mode? Go to the right just a few, and you click add, and then you go to camera. It's going to add a basic camera at the bottom. Since I have my model big, I'm going to have to resize my camera. So look at the left where my mouse is. And you click this right here, it's scale. And then you just go, well, bam. You can make your camera bigger. You don't need it that big. You probably need it about that big. Then go to the left again, go to move. So the people on the left, these are your friends. That's transform. You don't really use that. You mostly use move, rotate, and then you sometimes use scale. And then to look at your camera, see my little cursor? It's right in the middle by my my model. You go to the top right where your globe is, and then to the left, just a couple, is a camera. And you can look at your camera. Right now it looks kind of bad, so you can move it in any way you want. You can rotate the camera. You can like tilt it, and that makes it look cooler. You can make it look like it's looking from above. And if you want something to look first person, you bring it back just a little bit, and it looks it brings out more of a first person look. But if you want it to be, if you want to be like that, you get a zoom in, you can do that. I'm just gonna do probably like right there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm also gonna edit it just a little bit more so the arms don't look like a stick figure, you know? And if you've worked with SFM before, you should know like all the bone spots and like what bones and everything to use. Object, take that off so I don't see it. Add the eyes a little bit as well. They aren't super lined up. That look better. It does. Okay, so once that's there, you just take off the bones so you don't see them. I'm gonna move up my camera just a little bit so you can see the whole model, see your whole face. Okay, now see where the camera is? You click it. Right above it is, this is what you want to edit in, and this is what you want to, this is how you see your lighting. See how it's all like choppy and everything and it's laggy? That's it. It should be like that. So this sometimes happens. I'm gonna show you. Okay, follow my mouse. You go to this little camera to the right, and sometimes it is set on Eve. This just makes the render look really bad. So don't use Eve. Change it back to cycles. And what I like to do is it always drops down the sampling menu. I always go to about 360. If I can't get it perfectly, I get about there. Keep that at 32. And then to make it transparent, follow my mouse from here, go down to here, go to film. You drop that down and you click transparency. And it will be transparent whenever you render it out. So I'm gonna go back up here, see the plastic figure. You're gonna go back up to add, top left next to object mode, add, and we're gonna add some lighting. You're gonna go to light, and then you're gonna go to area. These are the best lights in my opinion. And then you just make the light bigger, so it's not tiny. I'll move that one. And for you newcomers who aren't very good at lighting, don't add more than 5 lights. Unless you have a lot of skins that you need to add the same lighting to, don't add a lot of lights. Adding too much light isn't good. Alright, we're gonna go back to camera, and then we're gonna go up to where you're able to see the lighting. See, look, you can't see the lighting yet. It usually just depends on the model and everything. But if you want to turn up the lighting intensity, go to the right again. Follow my mouse. It's right in the middle. Go to the right, and there's going to be a light bulb. You go to nodes. Sometimes it's not going to be on, so you're going to have to click use nodes. And then you go to the strength. And I usually start out by going up to like 10,000. And see, it added a little bit of light. But I'm going to go up to 100,000. 100,000 it is. And see, there is a lot more light. And you see how, like, that just looks so much better. Let's set it to Eve real quick. Let's see what Eve looks like. Look at Eve. Look at that. That just looks bad. That doesn't look good, man. It just doesn't. So we're going to go back up to here. Change it back to cycles. Because cycles is just so much better, dude. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Ooh, that's too much. There you go. That's a good light. And then what I usually do is I usually add like 3 or 4 lights. Usually 3. If it's just one skin, it's usually just 3. Go back up to add, light, area. Make the light bigger. With the scale tool right here. Gonna move it. what you want to do is, okay, so let's say this is your primary light. Your secondary light is just going to be complementing your primary. So it's usually going to be like on the opposite side of your primary. That's where it usually is. And it's going to be hitting your skin at the opposite direction, or pretty close to the opposite direction. I'm going to go back to here. You don't see the light yet. You don't want to see a ton of this light. That was 500,000. Let's do 9,000. That's a little bit too much light in my opinion. That's 60,000. See how most of the light's coming from this angle? I'm gonna move this light just a little bit. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. See how you have this shadow? You want this shadow. This shadow makes your models just look so much better. I'm actually gonna give it right on her face. See, look at that. Primary light and the secondary light just basically complements her face. So here, I'll turn this light off. You see how much darker that is? You add a little bit of light, there's still some shadow, you still see the primary. Then the last light I usually add, go back up to add, light area. I'm gonna change it to this again. You want to make your light big again. The last light I usually do is from the back. So you have like a light that you see from either above. I usually put it like high up and pointing down to the back of their head from the primary light's angle. It's like more towards the primary light, which is right here. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Then you want to just put it at like the back of her head. That's what I usually do. You go back to here, go back to the camera, go back to here. You don't see it yet, right? So to see it, you gotta turn up the strength a little bit. This is honestly, if you want it to be a lot of sunlight from the back, just add a lot. See that? You see how much, like, that doesn't even look like a ton of light, but it adds so much effect to it. Like, you just see barely any light right there, but it adds so much effect to it, and this model just looks really good. Even though I didn't do much to it, it just looks really good. I'm gonna mess with their eyes a little bit. Ooh, let's move it up just a little bit. Oh god, that was a little bit too much. Here we go. Now her eye, she just looks really good. And to zoom in on your camera, just zoom in like normally. Right here, it looks pretty good. I say this is a good one to start off with. I might make this free on my Twitter, link down below. But now, since you're done, you have all your lights, your good camera angle, and a pretty good model. You want to go to top left, render. Well, hold up. The render settings. This is where my mouse is. Follow my mouse. Goes to here. It's on cycles. Make sure it's about 360 to 32. Then also make sure you go to film and transparency, so when it renders out, it's transparent and you don't have to take out the background. But now, since you copied those settings, go to the top left, go to render, and you go to render image. If you go to render animation, it doesn't render. It just cycles and because like it just doesn't work. Go to render image. It's gonna take a minute to render. Depending on how fast your computer is, that's how fast it'll render. Alright boys, now whenever you're ready to save, all you gotta do is go to the top left, click image, and click save image as. But as you can see, this is the final project, and it turned out pretty good. All you gotta do to make it look this good is add a couple color corrections, get a nice background, and make sure it goes with the angle. Make sure you tilt the background the right way. And yeah, it should look good. Sharpen the eyes a little bit. And there's my Blender tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, and we out, boys. Peace.